doing the solo forms for Ikkyo Omote. And this form can be used for various attacks. It could be a shoulder grab, katadori. It could be a punch to the face, ganmenuchi, or yokomenuchi. So, we'll start in left hand mi. Everybody's left hand mi. Our first movement is going to be a hip turn. Our emphasis is going to be on whole body movement, and we're going to do the form very slowly at first. So the first movement, we start to rotate the hip to the left slightly. At the same time, our left hand is going to come up. It's going to look like this. 1. This one. 2. And 3. Switch on me, right foot in front. 1, turn the hip, raise the hand. 2, 3. So you notice that as my hip turns, I'm moving my body slightly off the line. My left hand is going up my center line. This covers anywhere from a punch straight to the face, to a shoulder grab, or to a strike come in from the side. 1, this movement. 2, 3. Right foot in front, right hand mi. Ready? Turn the hip, raise the hand. 1, 2, and 3. So the next part is going to be stepping back with the forward foot. So as I'm in left hand mi, I turn my hip, raise the hand, step at an angle, draw the foot. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Right hand mi. 1 and 2. 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 Right hand mi. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So the third part of this is going to be our secondary hand, which is actually the one that's going to capture the attack and apply the Ikkyo. So we start in left hand mi again. Turn the hip, raise the hand, step back. The other hand is following. Draw the foot. Again. 1, 2, and 3. Right side. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Left hand mi. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Right foot in front. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we follow up with the last part is the application of Ikkyo. Left hand mi. Turn the hip. Raise the hand. Step back. Draw the foot and follow through. Step out, turn the hip. Turn, and step back, draw, step out, turn the hip. The second hand can also be used for atemi. So in this case here, after we do the initial movement, this second hand coming up can also be used for atemi. Before capturing the hand. So if the emphasis is on atemi, striking, it's going to be done this way. Here. Then capture the hand. Then apply. Move. Strike. Capture. And apply. One. Strike. Capture. And apply. So in the last part, after the application of Ikkyo, your right hand should be close to your right hip, left hand should be fully extended all the way down, hip should be rotated all the way over. So as we do the technique, make sure you follow all the way through. Don't stop halfway. Follow all the way through. Right humi. Flex. Get off the side of the attack. Draw the foot. Get the extension. Step out. Rotate the hips all the way through. Some of the key elements as we do this. This is your deflection. This is making sure you're off the line of attack. As you come back here, you must draw the foot to get extension on your partner's attacking hand. When you step out so that you turn your hips. Don't step with your hip already rotated. Step so that your hip rotation can be the application of the technique. When you step, use your hip to turn. Follow through all the way down. Right side. Step out, turn the hip. Follow through and hold. So we're going to run through the form at a slow pace for a couple times each side, and then we'll start to pick up the pace a little bit. Ready? Turn the hip. Rotate the hip. Hold. Right side. Turn the hip. Draw. Step out. Turn the hip. So as much as possible, we like our hands to follow the same arc. In other words, as I turn here, this arm is creating an arc. And as it goes back, the elbow is going to lead. We're going to try to keep both hands, this arm and this arm, on the same plane as we rotate through the technique. So it looks like this. Following the arc, following this all the way down. The principle is much the same as in a punch. When we punch, we want our elbow and shoulder behind the punch. So when we do Ikkyo, we don't want to have just the hand moving by itself. We want the elbow and the shoulder to be following the Ikkyo pattern. This gives us the most mass behind the technique, making it easier to do. Okay? So, nice and slow. Left thumb me. Right thumb me. As we do this, you want to pay attention to your breathing. On the attack, when the attack comes in, we should be exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. As the attack comes in, we exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Out. In. Out. Right on me. Out. In. Out. This breathing pattern can be changed if the technique is faster. You can do this in one breath. However, for our slow practice, we should encourage our breathing to be in tune with our movements. So let's do it again, but this time we're going to pick up the pace a little quicker. Left thumb me. Ready? Right thumb me. Left thumb me. Right thumb me. A little faster. Left thumb me. Right thumb me. So the emphasis, the first initial movement, the emphasis is placed on the hip turn. This is because if the attack comes very quickly, it takes longer to step to get out of the way than it does to turn your hip. So we want to make sure that we don't get hit, we don't get caught. So the hip movement and getting off the line, shifting the weight, followed by the hand movements and the application. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So in this particular series of solo training, our emphasis is on whole body movement. Remember, moving from your core, moving from your center. In Japanese, we call this seika no itten, your center, your 1 point. And Kisai, we refer to this 1 point. This is your moving from your center. This movement here. Center, moving first, everything following that movement. Center, turning your hips. So as you can see, the body leads all the movement. The center, body leads the hand movement. So the third thing that moves is my body. Hands are following this hip turn. What moves the hand is the hip turn. When the hip turns, hand moves. Hip moves first, hand follow. Hip turn, hands follow. This movement. So you're learning to move from your center. This is typical all Aikido techniques. Always moving from your center. So do the exercises at your own pace. Slow is okay, but to ensure that you're moving correctly. And then pick up the pace, get the feel for the technique, be sure you're breathing correctly. Keep in mind, practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. And that's why as we practice, we want to make sure our movements are as best as can be. We want to perfect them as much as possible. When the time comes to do the technique with a partner, hopefully all the mechanics are in place, and then we can start focusing on the connection between you and your partner. But for the time being, during this pandemic, we should be still training. And this training means perfecting our own body movement. Stay safe, keep training.